All right, we'll get to this. For the last 27 years, the Northwest Arkansas National Airport has been a part of the town of Highville. Now the airport's board is exploring the possibility of leaving the community. 4029's Robert Suhr has this story.
Allison Phil, an airport spokesperson, told me that leaving Highville and becoming its own incorporated community is key for the airport's long-term growth and success. But for those that live and work in Highville, well, it could mean the loss of the potential hundreds of thousands of dollars of sales tax revenue.
It would be catastrophic to our city to lose that sales tax revenue.
When the site for XNA was announced way back in 1995, just outside of Highville, the community of just over 300 at the time sprang into action, annexing much of the land the airport now sits on by an overwhelming majority. As a result, over the last 2+ decades, the town has reaped the benefits of having a constantly growing airport in their backyard. But that could soon be changing. Wednesday, the airport board voted to explore the possibility of de-annexing itself from the town and instead becoming its own unincorporated community. Currently, Highville gets around $500,000 a year in sales tax revenue from the airport. Mayor Michelle Reif tells me the loss of funding could have major impact on the city's annual bond payments.
It will be a major hit to our budget. Our city is small, we're growing. We have about 2,500 citizens who live here now. But if you take a $4 million annual budget and you cut out what is projected to be $500,000, that's huge.
She adds it could result in skyrocketing utility rates as the town tries to close the funding gap. Meanwhile, at the airport, officials tell me sometimes tough decisions need to be made for long-term improvements.
We are looking at what benefits the airport in the region. And so unfortunately, some of those decisions, they can affect other entities, but really this is something that is a long time coming, and we are focused on customer experience and growth in the region, and that is why we do feel that this move is a positive for the region.
English adds it's a unique relationship because Highville is not represented on the 14-member authority board, while communities like Bentonville and Fayetteville are. And guys, it still is very important to acknowledge that we are still very, very early in this process, and it's still possible that both sides can work out a deal that doesn't result in such a crippling financial hit to the town of Highville. It's also important to note that airport officials hope to have this study done in the next couple of months. At XNA in Highville, Robert Suhr, 4029 News.
All right, thanks, Robert. Definitely a story to keep an eye on. So